Selena. It's a vibe, baby. Oak Cliff girl, way made you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl, put them heels on and rule.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
We can do whatever we want to do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe. Yeah, you're gonna be my number one lover. Spending the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Oh, what's good? I hope everybody is doing well. Trying to get my Selena's Couch. I always pretty much go at the wrong time, but unfortunately I'm back at work. So I don't have all the free time like I usually would during the day. So yeah, I just kind of have to get in where I fit in. Look, this is freestyle. It's an open panel. Whoever would like to come up, let me put my link in the chat. You're more than welcome to come up. Anybody that would like to come up and have a conversation. Let me see. Do I have I don't know why my picture's not showing up. Oh, my picture's showing up. Okay. Let me get off camera. I just want to make sure. I'm like, why is my picture not showing up? So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody that would like to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. Since you're in the bushes looking, while you're looking, please make sure you press the like button. Don't be a hater too much, and not press the like button. And I notice a lot of times people do not press the like button. I don't know what's up with that. Hey, Demon Time, how are you? You spend time watching people and you don't even press the like button. That's pretty interesting. You give people views. But if you can be so kind, press the like button. How you been, Demon Time? I hadn't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. Today, like I said, I have definitely been chilling. I haven't really been doing too much besides, well, look, I'm talking about chilling. I haven't been chilling today. I'm chilling now. Earlier today, I had staff development. I had to be around people for I don't know how long. It's just, I didn't leave work till almost 5 o'clock. So really, this is the time I should really be chilling. So I don't know what I'm talking about. So you see, I'm already a little delusional today. Like I said, it's just been a busy going back to work. It's no fun. It is no fun at all. But I'm thankful. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm very thankful that I have a job, but it's not always, like I said, it is what it is. You just have to do what you have to do. And then I have to deal with the kids this, they'll be coming Monday. So I'll be dealing with the kids on Monday. Hey, Bama, how are you? I'll be dealing with the kids Monday. So there's some new kids that will be enrolling in the school. And so I got to get used to a whole new different batch of kids. So it is what it is. So we'll see how it goes the first day. And like I said, that is going to be Monday. But other than that, I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to turn this air conditioner up because it is hot as fish grease out here in Dallas, Texas. I don't know where you are, but out here in Dallas, Texas, it's hot. Let me put on my air. Oh, yeah, I had it. I had I had my air on 80. I always have it on 80 when I leave the house because I'm trying to preserve uh or be, conservative with the energy. But other than that, like I said, this has been an interesting day. I'm so thankful for the weekend. I'll be out and about having a good time. Um, Going to a birthday party this weekend, so I'm going to be enjoying that. What else is going to be going on with me this weekend? That's pretty much it. I'm going to be out and about having a good time. What is anybody else getting out, going out, doing something? Like I said, I'm just not going to. I really need to get a drink of wine and kind of just get myself. How you have a long day and you just like, I just need a glass of red wine or something. For some people, it may be weed, but with me, since I don't smoke, I just probably just need to really just give me a glass of wine and kind of calm down. Well, this is Selena's couch. Like I said, anybody can come up. For some apparent reason, some people don't. I guess they like to hear me talk. I don't know why, but hey, T-Rail, how are you? Good to see you. Some people, they like to hear me talk. I'm not going to talk about too much of nothing today besides, I did want to share this video with y'all. I checked out this pastor. His name is Reverend Leon, I'm sorry. And he follows me on Instagram and stuff like that. And so he has a show where he has people to actually call in. And these people call in with all types of weird stories. Like this one story where this fiance, he's engaged to somebody, but he's afraid to tell his fiance that he has HIV. Then you have some of the most weirdest situations on here. And there's one that I wanted to show y'all. I said, the world is just getting weirder and weirder by the minute. And it was one that I thought that was exceptionally very sick. It was a man that was married, and he was doing something to dead bodies. And this just goes to show you what's actually going on in the world. It's a lot of weird stuff going on, and if y'all not paying attention, I don't know how, because it's just like I said, it's just a lot of weird things going on. But I'm going to share this with y'all since nobody don't want to come up at this time. I think I have it pinned up at the top. Let me see. Let me share this live with you. I thought this was so sick. And I said, this is exactly what's going on in the world. People are just so debased. They have no sense of morals or nothing. And I want y'all to hear this story and see how. And if you go to his page, it's sRevLeon. He has a lot of different people that call in with these most strangest stories. And these people call into his live. So I'm going to share this, guys, with you.
Hey, sRevLeon, I hope all is well.
Now, it's a voice changer on here, so I hope that you guys, I'm just letting you know this is a voice changer. So this is a woman talking, and this is, and he's changed the voice through a voice changer. So just to let you know, FYI.
My name is Leah, and I am from Dayton, Ohio. I'm calling in today because my husband of 3 years was recently arrested. And he was arrested for having sex with a corpse. Yeah, I know it may sound crazy.
Can you believe finding out that your significant other is having sex with a corpse. I'm talking about something that's dead, somebody that's dead. That is sick to me. And just to think that who, if you wake up and you know you married somebody this sick, just, I mean, if you could just imagine this, I don't even know if I would want to imagine something like this.
But that's why he was arrested. Now he worked in a funeral home out here in Dayton. And basically one day, his co-worker walked in on him with his penis stuck inside a dead body. And
his penis was stuck, okay? The co-worker walked in. I'm assuming he works at a funeral home. And the co-worker just goes in, just say, for instance, maybe she steps out for a while and then she comes back. And then she sees this terror, okay? How sick is this?
immediately called 911. And that's when it all just went downhill.
Oh my God. Wait, let me make sure I'm understanding this.
How would you guys react to this? When he did this, I was just rolling because I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd be like, what the? They'll probably have to beep out everything I would be saying. But I'm like, are you serious? Is this really real? I'm like, I know this got to be fake.
Your husband was having sex with a dead body and a co-worker walked in on your husband and caught him. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yes, it's a mess. So she said she was heading to lunch, but she left her purse, and that's when she heard moaning coming from the back. So she walked back there, and she seen my husband with his pants down inside a dead lady. He was panicking and he was trying to remove his penis, but he couldn't because he was stuck. And I was just blown away when I heard that. But yes, he was having sex with one of the dead ladies, and a coworker walked in and caught him, and he tried to remove his penis, but he could not.
Look, I have never heard of anything like this ever, 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 ever in my life. I mean, I know people have done some evil, sick things, but this takes the cake. Like, I was like, this got to be fake. This got to be fake. So I'm like, what? Let me keep going.
So what happened was when the police got there, he was still stuck.
What? Wow. I've never heard of anything like this. Let's digress for a second. Let's step back. You're saying a lot here. So your husband, he worked at a funeral home. He's having sex with dead bodies. What is wrong with your husband? Something is wrong mentally with him. How do you get aroused to have sex with a dead body? You disregard any morals or principles is out the window when you become that sick. Do you believe this? Do you believe this? Like, was he really convicted? Was there evidence? I know you said he was arrested, so of course it's true, but like, what was your first thought? Did you believe it or what?
Well, it's not so much as do I believe that this is his first time. He actually admitted to doing this to over 40 dead bodies while working there these last 2 years. So there was an open investigation on him, of course, and they pulled the camera and all the footage, and they seen him having sex with over 40 bodies. Now, no one ever checked the cameras back
Wow.
there because
Over 40 bodies. That is so sick. Like I might have to not I might have to listen to something that, but when I heard this, I was so like, I know this is a joke. This can't be real. Have y'all ever heard of anything like this in y'all life? Because I've never heard of anything like this, period. This is the weirdest thing I have ever heard. Now, I've heard of bestiality. I've heard of a lot of different weird things that people do out here. But this, to me, all of it takes the cake, but this takes the cake. And I'm gonna stop there with that one because, like I said, that one was just that particular one. It blew me away. There was another one that I wanted to share with you guys. It says, "My wife of 6 years doesn't know I'm gay." So I'm gonna share this.
Hey, what's going on? Go ahead, caller.
Hey, sRevLeon, first and foremost, I love your show. Thank you for this opportunity to come on here and seek your guidance. My name is Tim, and I am too from the Bay Area. Well, I'm 44 years old. I've been married for 6 years. My wife is amazing, but there's one problem. I am a gay man, and I've kept this a secret for the last 6 years. When my wife and I first got married, she was actually the first woman I've ever been with. But the way she loved me, took me in, and provided when I had nothing made me fall in love. Recently, I went to a pride event. She had no idea I was there. But at that event, it's the most happiest and freest I've felt in years. sRevLeon, I'm ready to tell her, but I don't know how I should tell her. I'm afraid. So now I'm thinking, should I just keep it to myself and continue?
Hell no. You don't need to keep it to yourself. You kept it to yourself for 44 years. It's time for you to come out the closet. Why do people know that they struggle with their sexuality and not be honest with themselves and other people that they say that they love? I think that's real selfish to sit up there and marry people when you know that you like the same sex. That is what really pisses me off. It's not so much, what their lifestyle. Hey, that's not my, I didn't write the Bible. So I can't tell people what to do with their life. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to even go there with people. But if we go biblically, I'm saying biblically, I can't even say biblically. But if we go by the Bible, I'm just gonna say that it's considered a sin, right? It's like lying, just like using foul language, all that, right? So even with that, like, it is what it is, So if a person is like that and they choose to be that way, then my thing is be honest with your partner. First of all, be honest with yourself. You lying in the mirror, you looking at yourself and lying. Like, be honest with yourself on who you are. So biblical, if we go by that, yeah, that's the right word. That's the right way to say it. We can, see what, the Bible says. Now, everybody don't do what the Bible says. I don't do what the Bible says all the time. But like I said, I don't go around telling people it's a sin. Like, that's in the Bible. So if you don't want to believe that, you choose to be this way, that's on you. But the thing about it, what my issue is, do not lie about it to yourself. Do not lie about it to the people that you say you love. That's all I'm saying. So that's biblical. Now I said that right. What was I saying? Biblically. Lord, I'm telling you, I'm a little tired. I probably shouldn't have came on.
All these feelings for men. Please help me, Rev.
Hey, thank you so much for your transparency. I just want to jump into this. This is a touchy subject, right? Anytime we talk about same sex or homosexualities, you have to proceed with caution. But I want to commend you. I want to commend you for even being willing to take ownership of who you really are. One thing I would say is it's not fair to your current wife. That isn't fair that she's basically been living with a man who she doesn't know. 6 years is a long time to keep this thing a secret. You said you didn't tell her because you're scared. That's not right, man. She has a right to know that her husband is in love with other men.
She has a right to know, because what if she has a disease? I mean, you can get a disease from a heterosexual person, and just as well as you can get it from a homosexual person. So what about a disease? Did he ever think that he was not putting his wife's life in danger? And that's, to me, that's why I feel like people be real selfish with this kind of stuff. Be honest about who you are. That's who you are. That's who you are. Now, don't drag me down with it. You know what I'm saying? And I've always felt like, to me, it's like, just don't lie. Just don't lie to me about who you are. Give me the right to know whether I want to be in that or not. That's all I'm saying.
You said you never been with a woman before her. So I want to ask you this. Did she know that? Did she know you was the first woman she ever been with? Or did you enter the relationship lying? You're living a double life. How do I know? Because you just said you went to Pride and she had no idea you was there. But while you was at Pride, it was the freest you felt in years. Walk in that. Walk in that. If you know you're in love with men, if you know you have a physical and sexual attraction for other men, go be with that. But don't string along a woman who fell in love with you.
Exactly. That's the exact same thing I said. Just like I said, we may have said it differently, but she has a right to know. And she should have known way before you said I do. Why do people get in these relationships, get engaged, then get married, and then they decide, oh, I got to live in my truth? You should have lived in your truth before you even approached me. That's when you should have lived in your truth. Like, what is wrong with people? Be who you are. If that's who you are, hey, I'd rather you tell me exactly who you are, so I can move on. you have to give people the opportunity to either accept that or not. And it's dead wrong to me if you are in a relationship with somebody and you are already questioning your sexuality and you're not honest with that person.
Right. And you're keeping this secret from her.
Oh, thank you,
And I don't
Curtis. I
know.
didn't even
Maybe
know
your
people was
wife
in here. I
know
thought
you're
I was
gay.
just talking to myself.
Maybe she
Hey,
paid attention to you and your
how are you?
mannerism. Some things you
Hey,
do
riders.
may have caused her eyebrow to rise and say, nah, my husband may be on that side. I think what you need to do is have a
Curtis.
conversation with your wife. You owe her that. Sit down with her, right? Sit down with her and just be real. Be real. You feel like this because you know it's wrong. It's wrong to lie. I don't care who you love, right? I don't care. If you're a woman, you choose to love another woman. Okay. If you're a man and you choose to love another man, okay. I have my beliefs and what I believe. Hey, you don't have to believe that. So
And that's how I feel too. Um, you love who you want to love. They ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a hell of heaven to put nobody in. So my thing is with that, that's to me the bigger issue is lying to yourself. That's the bigger issue. Hey CC, hey Rachel.
I'm not here to
Thank you
judge
so
you,
much,
but what I
Curtis.
am here to tell you is you need to stand up and tell your wife. You're not saying that you're trying to tell your whole family. Maybe you're not ready yet. And I respect that. Maybe you're not ready to tell your mother or your father or your children. Maybe you're not ready to tell them. But you better tell your wife, man. That's not fair because she has the right to know who she's laying down with each and every night. You afraid? You said you afraid? What are you afraid of? You afraid that she will leave you? But what do you want?
She need to leave. Because if he in love with another man or he loves men, what is she there for? She's not a man. She can't fulfill him. And even if they do try to work it out, she's going to always be insecure because she can never compete with another man. She may can compete with another woman, but she can never compete with another man. Okay. So that is already not going to work. Um, with the situation, it started off bad. It started off with a lie, because most of the time when people have these kind of episodes, they already have been struggling with their sexuality anyway. So when they come into the point where, it's just kind of like I can't hide it anymore. And it becomes too much. Some people become um so depressed they think of the S word. I don't know if I can say it, but they want to unlive themselves because they go through so much depression because they feel like they have to hide who they are. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Let me see. And I just like looking at some of these lives because you start to see that I used to think that I was kind of weird, but then when I look at some of the stuff that's going on and some of the things that people call in and talk about, I said I'm more normal than I think, and yeah, I'm more normal than I think. We hear of some weird situations on here. Um, it was one, my dad, your dad touched your son's penis, and she slept with my best friend. I mean, it just goes down the line. I was 13 and raped by my dad, and they're ready to confront their father for what they did. I mean, I would have never thought about things like this because I didn't have a lot of this stuff happening in my life. So, and I've never really heard of a lot of strange stories like this in people that I know. And then it says, my wife was born a boy. She's a transgender. That's another thing that people need to stop lying about. I don't care if that's how you feel and you see yourself. You need to tell people what you were born with when you came into this world. You know what I'm saying? Biologically, you are what you are. Now, yes, you may feel that you are someone else. I may one day wake up and say I'm a frog, and people have to address me as Miss Frog. That's just how people are today, because it's just like anything, that they want to identify with, you have to address them as that, the pronouns and all of this kind of stuff. So, but I always think that, whether it's people that's with their sexuality, or even with them being a transgender, that they need to be honest with the people that they go into relationships with, because that might not be what that other person wants. That might be what you want. You may be so selfish, you want what you want, but you're not thinking about another person. When I was a kid, it was and this was way back. Do y'all remember that talk show called, was it Jenny or Jenna or Jenny? I think it was Jenny. Jenny. She was a Caucasian lady with blonde hair, short hair. And she would have these weird stories, like people coming on giving their confessions of their love to people and stuff like that. Well, it was a gay male, that came up there, and he was saying that he had a crush on his coworker. So of course, the coworker was a man, and he wanted to let that man know that that he was in love with him, and to see how he felt. Well, the man came on there and he saw the other guy, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I guess it was supposed to be like, talking about your good friends, because it was another lady that rode with them, and all three of them worked together, and all three of them were friends. And so he said, yeah, I'm just really thankful for my friends, or whatever he was saying. And then finally he's like, Jenny was like, well, really, you want to tell him a secret? And so what is that secret, whatever his name was? And he was like, well, I'm just going to say the guy's name was George. He said, well, George, I just wanted to let you know, you've always been a good friend to me, but I am in love with you, and I want to see if we could move forward in this type of relationship. I have feelings for you, and I've been having feelings for you for a while. So the guy was, as you can imagine, very flabbergasted. He was very flabbergasted, and he was just kind of like, what? Okay. And he kind of laughed and he kind of chuckled about it. And but I'm assuming in his mind he was probably pissed or embarrassed more than anything, because from what I can remember, and I was like a little kid and I can still remember this, he just seemed like he was very embarrassed, and he kind of tried to play it off and laugh about it. He's like, nah, I'm straight, this, let's just stay friends and stuff like that. And he's like, okay, well, so they decided that they were going to stay friends. Well, when they went back to their own home state, wherever that is, that man was pissed. So when when they got to wherever they were, lived, he ended up killing that man. And I believe he's still in prison to this day. Y'all might want to check that out. But it's a story. It happened like in I'm assuming early 90s, maybe mid 90s when this happened. And it was a talk show, and her name was Jenny. And it was, like I said, he was going on there proclaiming his love. And, homeboy wasn't like that. So he was just like, he felt the way. And I guess was so angry because he's like, and I think he did say, he said, no, I'm not like that, so no, I'm sorry. We can be cool. We can be friends. But he was just trying to save face. So you'll have situations like that where people will definitely kind of test you. And it might not always be a good thing to test someone. And I think with this situation, it was an unfortunate situation, but most people take things like that real serious. It's always, I would say, just like a lot of other things have been, it's always probably been a stigma to maybe in some ways be gay or something like that, transgender. So people have really there's a lot of hate crimes for people that live that lifestyle, or they don't tell people their identity of how they were born. Because I'm like this. I need to see some baby pictures. You remember that, Bama? Okay, thank you. Because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. But I remember that, like I said, I was a little kid when that came out. So I was just like, I remember that because I was like, man, this is crazy that this man really thought that, okay, I'm gonna tell this man, my friend, when he know his friend not like that. And that man just lost it. When he got back home, he lost it. And so it was an unfortunate situation. And I thought about that other story years ago. It was a guy that was in, I believe this was in the late 90s, maybe early 2000. A guy, he was going to the military, and him and his friends started going to these drag queen shows. And when they were going to the drag queen shows, they were just playing, like they just was going there for fun. And I guess because that was probably the only thing to do, not too many things to do on the base. And they went to these drag queen shows and was making fun of the drag queens. Well, one of them ended up, kind of liking, one of the soldiers ended up kind of liking one of the transgender women. Hey, Randy, how are you? Transgender women. So they ended up having a relationship. And she was of course she was a man. He saw how she looked as a man and saw how he looked as a woman. I try not, listen, I'm doing my best with the pronouns. I'm not trying to offend anyone. But anyway, but you just can't always be political correct. It is what it is. But anyway, long story short, so they ended up having a real relationship with each other. Well, some of the guys in the army, that he was cool with at the time, especially one in particular, he was really jealous. And I don't know, maybe he was struggling with his sexuality because he was really jealous of these transgender woman. And he would make fun of the guy because he said, "You're gay," and the guy kept denying that he liked the guy, but somehow the man, the others, his friends saw them together alone. So that's when he knew, oh, this guy, he's gay or something. So he kind of would, tell his superiors about that. And I don't know, at that time, when Bill Clinton signed that, what is this? That this when the military is not supposed to say that they're gay. I forgot the law, but if somebody can remind me of it, please let me know. No, oh, I'm gonna find it because I did a paper on it last semester. But anyway, it was a situation where the military at the time did not agree with the relationship. And so that friend went and told one of his superiors, what was going on. And so everybody was giving him some problems. Yes, thank you. Somebody talking to me. Don't ask, don't tell. Yeah. So it was back in that era. So, like I said, that was in, I think this movie was like done in the mid 90s, or no, it was done in the either the late 90s or the early 2000s, and I forgot the name of the movie as well. But anyway, um it ended up happening where the young man who was friends to the guy that was dating transgender, uh he ended up killing the guy, um and bashing his head in several times. And to this day, they're trying to figure out why did he do that. Hey Amber, how are you? So it was just a weird situation. Like I say, there's a lot of stories out here that we don't understand because we ain't never seen nothing like this. And maybe some of y'all have experienced some strange stories. But when I saw Reverend Leon's his podcast, and he had all these different people calling in with some stories like this one. I'm 54 and he's 19. The sex is amazing. He's my grandson's friend. And if you guys want to check it out, it's Leon, it's Reverend Leon. Um, like I said, he has a lot of good commentary on here, as well as, like I said, these call-ins are very interesting. I kind of would like to do it, but I think I would have all types of weirdos calling in on me and saying some of the most, and it'd probably be people I might know that be calling in doing stuff. So I don't even want to do that, and not know like personally, but like people that's on here that do some weird trolling stuff be calling and saying all kind of strange stuff. So I don't think I want to get involved with that. But I did find these lives that he did when they call in. I found them very interesting. It says, I think I read this one to you. I was right. I kind of want to check on this one because I haven't seen this one.
Lord, I don't know what to do.
I've been through a lot in my life, and I've been afraid to speak up about it for a very long time. When I was younger, my stepdad used to molest
And
me.
let and
At first,
let me
it
know if you
started
guys can
off
hear it.
as verbal, like he would comment on my breast and my butt at the age of 13. Eventually, it did escalate to physical abuse. I remember one time I was in the shower and he came into the restroom, and I yelled at him and I told him that I was in there, and he just replied that it's okay just to keep cleaning myself. I remember he pulled out his penis and began to masturbate. And before anyone tries to come for me, just know that I was a kid.
Yeah, and some people that are, young women, they're attractive young, their mothers are jealous of them. So when they bring these boyfriends, and this was her own uh father, flesh and blood. So just imagine these single mothers that bring these you know men, and they see how attractive they young women are, the young women, and how they're developing. And their mothers sometimes never believe them. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. But I've heard of stories where mothers did not believe that their boyfriend or their husband was doing something to their girl, to their little girl, or to their little boy, because the little boys now they get abused just like the little girls. And just imagine your 13-year-old daughter. If you are a father, you should never. How could you even fathom to look at your own daughter or your own son like something in a sexual way? Now that is another different level of sickness.
I was paralyzed by fear in the moment. I really didn't know what to do. A few weeks
Wow,
later,
Amber.
I was
That's
in bed
crazy.
and he actually climbed in and began to kind of like kiss on my thighs. He told me not to move, and like he began to basically perform oral sex. He actually told me that all fathers were doing this to their daughters to kind of prepare them for the real world. At the time, I was so afraid and I didn't know what to do. My mom worked all the time, and I knew she wouldn't believe me if I told her, so I kept it to myself. It was like living a nightmare, and I was so afraid to kind of speak up because I didn't want to either cause any trouble. I was scared that no one's gonna believe me, and also I didn't want to make the situation worse. Over time, though, it did get worse, and
It
he
is.
even ended up purchasing a dildo for me to use it in front of him.
That's
And
sick.
around this time, it was like normal for me to pleasure myself in front of him. One day, the day came where he actually removed the toy and then replaced it with his penis. I didn't know then, but I was being raped by my dad, basically. I was the only child, and being the only child, my grandparents staying about 2 hours away, I really didn't have anyone to talk to. Actually, I didn't learn that this wasn't normal until the 9th grade when I kind of revealed this to my best friend. And I was basically asking her, like, does your father do the same thing to you? I've spent years trying to forget and move on from my past. As I grew older, though, I realized that I can't pretend like everything is okay. I can't be around him, and I can't act like he didn't do anything wrong. I'm actually about to be 30 years old, and I'm just thinking about confronting him, and I just need to know, how should I do it, Rev?
Wow. Jasmine,
What would
thank you
be
so much
what
for
would be your advice to this young lady? Because I don't know. This is a hard pill to swallow at the end of the day. Um, I just don't know how. I mean, first, is it statutes of limitations? Is it too late to report him? Number one, but I definitely would be confronting him. I definitely would.
for your boldness, for your vulnerability, for you being transparent. I am so sorry that this happened to you. Um, this is more common than we know, right?
Right.
And I think it's up to us as parents
Hey,
to
Grandma.
know who we're connecting with. This didn't come from an outsider, but you said your stepdad started to molest you.
Oh, so this is a stepdad, not her biological, but there has been some biological fathers that have did that to their daughters, too. It's, I don't hear a lot of mothers doing it to their sons, but every now and then you'll hear of a story of a woman doing that to her stepson or something like that. But I hear more men doing that.
You at the age of 13. And it started off verbal. He made comments about your breasts, sick bastard. He made comments about your breasts at 13 and your butt. And your butt. And then you was taking a shower. You was taking a shower and he came in there. You told him you was in the shower. Get out, leave. And this sicko said, no, finish cleaning. You said he pulled out his penis and began to masturbate. I'm blown away. And I'm sorry that this happened to you. He needs to pay. You said that he began to masturbate, and you also said that fear paralyzed you. That's why I tell people, be careful. Be careful saying what you would do in situations. You don't know what you would do until you get in it.
That's true.
and you was a child. And to your point, when you told us don't come from you, I agree with that. We can't come from this young girl. We can't come for her. She was a kid. She was a kid paralyzed by fear. What do you do when someone you love and someone you call dad and someone you trust does something this sick and evil to you? And she said she did not feel comfortable telling her mother, but then it get worse. It get worse. You said your mom worked all the time. So that means he was doing this when mama was out taking care of business. And I'm curious, did he work? I'm curious, was he a stay-home dad? What was he doing? While mama was out working, what was your stepfather doing? You said you didn't want to cause any trouble. How many babies, children, feel just like Jasmine did? How many babies out there may have been touched? They may be being molested currently, but they're afraid to speak up because they don't want to cause any trouble. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you all this. If you have children, is your home a safe place? Do your babies feel safe enough to come to you if something like this was taking place? I want you to take a minute and really think about this, because this could be happening in your household and your baby is afraid. It could be their stepdad. It could be their father, their mother, their stepmother, the cousin, the sibling, the babysitter. Do you know what's going on with your child currently? Do you know what's going on in their life? That's why we have to be careful when our children bring us issues, that we don't just push it under the rug, that we don't just ignore them. That's why we have to be careful with our response when we're replying to our babies, because if we're too aggressive, why would they come to us?
Well, again, it's just a lot going on with this story. I don't even know. I just don't even understand how you could even look at a child, first of all, with that type of lust. Like, I just don't understand it. But it is definitely some sick people out here. It's definitely people that they don't care what they do to their own children, and it's just really sad. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really sad, and yeah, it's really sad. But this is what's going on in this world. This is what's going on in this world. And unfortunately, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So it's not going to get better. You know what I'm saying? This is the state of where people are. They could care less about, what is right. Their right is what's wrong, if that makes sense. So what they see is right is actually wrong, and what they see wrong is actually right. It's just like people are just so complacent, with doing the wrong thing. And that's why a lot of times I check myself. A lot of times I don't always get it, but I do try to check myself, because I understand that I got a lot of imperfections. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of thinking errors, right? But what's really bad is when you have a lot of thinking errors, when you are continuing to keep with the bad behavior and you continue to keep doing it. That's when it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I I really try to look at the woman in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to be perfect all the time. I'm not going to get it right. You know, just recently, like I said, I have to always pull myself, because pull myself out of situations, because I get so emotionally involved in situations that I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I get angry really fast when it's things that, to me, it's like, this is irritating. You know what I'm saying? So, and I realized that I got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of work to do. And most of us don't realize that we have work to do. We're so busy looking at other people, pointing at other people about their lives, that we forget about that, we have a lot going on ourselves. We have a lot of unhealed stuff going on. So when I kind of hear of different things like this, um, to me, it blows my mind, because I did not know that all of this stuff, and because of the way I grew up, I wasn't aware of some of the things that's going on. And I saw some things, I lived in the hood, so I seen things, but to the max that people are doing today, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And unfortunately, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And hold on just a second. Anybody's more than welcome to come up. It's very overwhelming. Anybody's welcome to come up and talk with me. I was waiting on a couple of people. I'm trying to wait and wait a little bit, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm tired of talking, because actually I made Selena's couch. Shout out to IB for that. I made Selena's couch so people could want to come up and, like a little therapy session, or talk about whatever they want to talk. That's why I put it as an open panel. And I really wanted, I guess I would like a live, kind of like a talk show in a way, or a podcast, or you're on the on the therapist, on the therapist couch. Even though most therapists need a therapist, everybody needs everybody in this day and time needs a therapist. So I that's kind of how I wanted to do the live. I probably should have did a little small commercial, or I probably should have did it a little later, but there's just so much going on at the same time on here. This is a high traffic time where everybody is like, going live. I wanted to talk a little bit about I finished, I think I kind of finished talking about it, but they still got it going on with the new breed and the Ringo situation. Unfortunately, I don't know when that's going to end, but hopefully, like I told you the other day, hopefully they can come to a resolution. Okay, you said, Selena, you're honest and you're striving to always become the best version of you, but I see people who never look within themselves. That's the difference. Right, Deborah. Thank you. And I appreciate you for saying that, because you'll have people that will talk to you and know you just a little bit more than maybe some people that don't talk to you on the phone. And they act as if they never met you. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I'm not a person that goes around pretending to be more than what I am. I have my days. I was feeling away yesterday, you know, because I feel like some people pay attention or honor people or different situations to me that are, you know, they're disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be on here being very genuine about a lot of things that you feel and how you see life. Hey, Slim, you guys can come, anybody can come up. I have the link pin. And you could be genuine with people and trying to, you know, share your life, not your life, because I ain't doing that. I ain't crazy. But you try to be transparent to an extent. And, you know, people, like I say, they go for, to me, the people that are not genuine, you know, but that's just my opinion. You said, I would love to come up, but at the rehab, I got to spend the night here and with my son for him. Oh, okay. I understand. But did you see the guy yesterday on 35 West held up traffic for hours like he was going to jump in Fort Worth? Bama, no, I didn't see that. But I do know that people like people in this day and time, they like attention. We all like it to a certain extent, but people now, they will try to unalive themselves. They'll try to do anything just to get attention. They'll go in the supermarket, act a plain old fool, and it's all about, I want attention, I want to be seen, I want to be heard. You see it on here. You see people doing the weirdest stuff. You like, what the, you know, like, really? And it's because people like attention. They want so much of it. That's the problem. And also, people are mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are mentally ill, and you know, they're not aware of it. So instead of them going to get help, you know, Bama, you know, they do these outrageous things. You know, I know somebody now, he has all the resources to get the help that he needs, but instead he wants to struggle. He wants to go about it the hard, long way when he has resources to help him to get out of the rut that he's in. So because of his ego and because of his pride, he does not accept the help. Now, to me, that's not a good situation to be in. That's just not. And I think he would rather suffer, you know, so that maybe he can get the attention that he really wants from people. You know, some people, they just want people to maybe feel sorry for them. I don't know what it is, but like, hey, if I can find my way to get out of this rut, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit here and wait. Oh, thank God, Slim. Hey, what in the world? Slim, it's like these Negroes don't want to come up, but I know it's so many people live. So I'm like, what the heck? Thank you for coming up.
What's up, Selena? What's up, Chad? What's up, everybody? Yeah, as soon as I jump in the chat, you talking about the link pen. I said, oh, if you want me to come up, you could have just said that. I'll pull up.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
Slim, you're always welcome. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I need somebody that I can go back and forth with. Now, I done did that other live the other day where I'm just talking and just talking, but it's some days I need to go back and forth with somebody. I need to, you know, piggyback on something. I need to do something. I just can't just sit here and just keep blabbing. I done went from you know, this over here, don't ask, don't tell, to this the daughter, and you know, the stepfather sleeping with the daughter. Now I'm talking, I don't know what I'm talking about now.
Damn.
Like I said, I'm a little tired, but you know, I'm trying to get through the day. But
Oh, okay.
so
I was just gonna ask what the topic was.
It's whatever you want to talk about. I wanted to ask you first of all how you were doing because I know you were having a situation with the C-19. So I wanted to
Yeah.
know how you were doing first of all.
I'm good, right? I'm good now. It put me down for a couple of weeks, man. Threw me back on my project.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I'm good now, man. Y'all be careful out there, man, because I thought I couldn't believe it. I thought, because I rarely get sick.
Right.
So I thought it was just like if I do get sick, it'd be like a few couple days and then I'm back good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I thought it was. But around the third day, I felt better and started back moving around. I wasn't outside, but for a few hours and just started feeling worse. You know what I mean?
Right. Because the last
And
time I talked to
and
you, you had went out, and I said, and you said you think that's how when you got sick is when you went out on that date. So you got
hell
sick
yeah,
shortly after that.
yeah, because
Oh,
we went to Top Golf. That probably did it, touching on all the golf clubs and all that old dumbass shit. And then we went club hopping afterwards. So ain't no
okay.
telling. So, but I know the next day I wasn't feeling too good, but that Sunday, like I just started feeling bad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you're feeling better. You sound a lot better. I had three cousins that had it just recently, and they said it kind of took them out for a couple of weeks. It wasn't nothing to play with.
Yeah,
So
that's how I did me. A couple of weeks. Yeah.
yeah, so and I believe one of them even got, well, two of them I know for sure. I'm gonna just say no, all three of them got that vaccine. So I don't know what maybe I shouldn't say that
Well,
word.
yeah, I never got it. I never got it. I never got the vaccine, but I caught it back when in 2020, at the end of 2020, when it was, still when it was, it was up there.
Right, right.
Um, but the weirdest thing is after, and it was worse than this time. But
Oh.
uh, I haven't been sick since 2020. I haven't been sick. I ain't had a cold or nothing since.
Mm.
You know,
But
uh,
you were a lot of
until,
different
until I caught it again.
but and then too, you were around a lot of different bodies, so you just never know what you could have picked up. So let me ask you this: so you had fun on the date, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we kicked it. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. I'm not gonna be too nosy
I
because
mean, but listen,
I can.
but I, I just had to make it clear to her that what I'm saying, it ain't gonna go too much further because she's a club girl. Like she on the scene a lot and do all that. I don't do all that. I very rarely hit like do clubs and all that shit because uh it's too wild and I know how I get. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to put myself in those situations and just be out like you know what I mean. I don't like all that. So.
But I want to ask you, so men can kind of tell if they see a woman romantically as far as like long term, or every now and then I'll call her up, we may go out, I may smash whatever, or nah, I'm just gonna keep her in friend zone. I don't want to go any farther with that. So you guys kind of already have that set out when you first ask the person out, like how, like tell me a little bit about that, like how's your process? Hey, CX.
I mean, not nowadays it's not you can't tell like that because everybody's so accessible to each other nowadays. It's like what I'm saying, you can
Yeah.
never really pick pick a person and kind of want to get to know them and all that shit because everything moves so fast and everybody's so accessible to everybody. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Via social media and whatnot. So um unless y'all just hit it off like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all just hit it off like that, and it's just like the what the fuck they call it, the puppy love shit.
Right.
The puppy love shit, y'all just like all over each other, you know. And that's just only gonna be for the first few months. After that shit, it gonna
So
get it
it
gonna
gets
get
real.
ugly, you know.
Right. It gets
Yeah.
real. So, like, what do you look for in a woman? I'm just, for a long term.
Um, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't. I don't know. Like I was in a relationship for so long that you know what I'm saying. Like it was just like So now that when you get back out, mingling and shit, you don't even. You just I guess you'll just know it when you run into it.
Okay.
For me now,
So,
you know what I'm saying. Like I say, and that's just the weird thing about it because like I say, I don't. Like with the chick I went out with, like I ain't no club person like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what she like in the club 2 to 4 nights out the week. Like, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
And I
mm-hmm.
don't that ain't nothing I do and I don't you know what I'm saying? I don't like no friendly chick and just like no.
Well, what do you mean friendly? Like, are you talking about like flirting with other men when she's with you, or do you mean like friendly as far as like speaking to everybody? Like, what you mean by that?
I mean, you go in the club and every other nigga in the club you hug and a hey and cousin and brother and my plate brother and all that old shit. Like that's too damn friendly for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she might
Like I
got a lot
don't
of
play that shit,
cousins
play
like
brother,
me.
bullshit. Nah.
Let's see. So, Slim, she might got a lot of guy cousins like me. Everywhere I go, I'm always seeing one of my cousins. So, hey, I mean, it could be you giving the girl a hard
I mean,
time,
that's
Slim.
I mean, no, but what I'm saying is, okay, just I I go somewhere with her, and every chicken, I'm just like, hey, you know what I'm saying, and it's just like, well, damn, you know what I mean? You mighty friendly, ain't you? I'd had that happen. You know what I mean?
Okay. So she's too friendly with the men. Okay. She likes to go to clubs. So you've put her in every now and then I hang out with you kind of person, that you put her in that
Yeah, she a
category.
cool person, cool to hang out with. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to change nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at the age now where I ain't really trying to. You know what I mean? You got to come already just like ready for just ready to be a woman, be a woman to a man. You know what I mean?
Right. That's true.
Because
So I get
I'm gonna come as a man ready for a woman. You know what I mean? Even if we just courting or dating, I'm still
it.
gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? What you're gonna eventually be getting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty good that you have analyzed that to the point to where you're like, okay, I know this ain't gonna go any farther. This is where it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to waste her time if she thinking that there's more to it than it is. So that's a good thing. I like your thought process on that. But you still never really told me what you would really like in a woman to me. You're just kind of vague. I know you
I mean,
said
like I
when
say,
you see it, uh, you know.
I was in the relationship for so long, so it's me trying to pick out a woman. I just know what I don't want. You know what I'm saying?
What do you don't want? You don't want a clubber. You don't want a clubber. You don't want somebody that's too friendly with men. And what else?
Uh, shit, nobody.
You cut out, Slim. Slim, I can't hear you. Thank you. What you said?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I say, nobody that's gonna expect for me to excuse. Should I say like excuse the bullshit? When I say the bullshit, just like things that just say if we discuss, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. And you come into it knowing this, but you still do the things that we discuss and be like, well, hey, we had an understanding, but you still want to like, should I say, you still want to, you want to test, you want to test, you want to toe the line. Am I saying that right? You want to toe the line to see how far, you know, I'm gonna go, or what kind of reaction you can get out of me. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
Just
you
to
say,
test to see if you can get some certain shit out.
oh, okay. So you say some women try to get you angry intentionally just to kind of see how you're gonna respond to it.
Not angry, but just try to see, just try to see, you know, am I really on what I say I'm on? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Am
okay.
I really, am I gonna go for the shit that I say that I ain't gonna go for? You know,
Yeah.
and it ain't me being demanding. It's just, you know, I ain't got no time to waste, man. Listen, you know, if I just want to be, if I just want to be single and, you know what I'm saying, do the hangout thing and casually kick it and all that shit, then that we can do that. But you know, uh, that ain't what I'm looking for. You know, I know that I'm gonna have to go through that to even, you know what I'm saying, to even get to know a person.
Mm. Yeah, and it's like Deborah was saying, that's basically when a woman is trying to manipulate you to see how far she can go with you, what she can get from you, that kind of thing. And that's kind of a dangerous game to play. And to me, that's when you know a woman is playing too much. They playing too many games. I remember it was probably about 4 years ago. I was dating a guy, and if it was a bad situation because it was like you should never date anybody you work with, like unless it's a
Oh,
miracle, like it's just meant to be. You should never date anybody that you work with. But anyway, long story short, I was doing what I heard other women talk about, playing hard to get and all this kind of stuff. So I was doing all these little weird games, and basically I was being manipulative, but I was being so manipulative, where I was manipulative. I was a, I was so manipulative I didn't even notice until it was too late, and and I was out the door. He had already said, you know what, she playing too many games. I ain't got time for this. So he moved on. But it was a good thing because he wasn't the right person for me anyway. Like I said, he had a whole bunch of baggage, and I had mine. But I really felt like, had I learned not to be, and again, I wasn't even thinking that I was being manipulative. I was just thinking I was just having fun and trying to see how far I could get him to do this or do that. And really, I was playing. You can play yourself after the game when you do that, because you trying to be smart. You trying to, see if this guy really likes me and all of this kind of stuff. And then you find out, that man ain't got time for games. Either you want people now, and this is how I am at this point. Either you want me or you don't. I ain't got time to play with you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of maybe what you're talking about, what you don't like that some women have done. Is that, am I
that's
kind of
exactly
like,
what I'm talking about.
okay?
That's exactly
So
what I'm talking about.
I did that.
But like I say,
Mhm.
I can't admit I can get gone too fast. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, you know, I ain't no young lion like I used to be. So my hunting skills, like I ain't been, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna keep chasing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna move on to, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it
Mhm.
moving. So, you know, yeah, if I gotta jump through hoops and do all that shit, nah, I'm just gonna pay. You know what I mean? Like I say, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I might just step off a little bit too fast. Like, nah, I ain't going. Nah. You
Yeah,
know,
because you're getting older and you're getting older and you're getting impatient, and that's how I'm getting now. I'm getting older to the point where I'm like, look, I ain't got time for this. So now I'm learning, don't no real man have time for this. And a real woman don't play games. You know what I'm saying? Either you like a person or you don't. Either you feeling a person or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So I think at this point now, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't got time for it. So I get real impatient with stupidity. I really do. But I think as people, women and men, we got to grow to that point. Because like I did, I had to grow to that point. And that wasn't 4 years ago. That was maybe 6 or 7 years ago, when I used to do stuff like that, and I'm like, they ain't getting me nowhere, but keeping me single. So, I stopped doing it because I wouldn't hurt nobody but myself. I wouldn't hurt
I mean,
nobody but
yeah,
myself.
but I can understand it from a woman or from a woman standpoint because
Mhm.
I call myself knowing women, knowing somewhat about women. I ain't gonna say I know everything,
Right.
uh, but I know that some women like to be chased. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
some women like to be, sought after. Some women like to be, you. They want to feel like, what I'm saying, you going for what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you really want her, you'll
Exactly.
come get her type shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
exactly
the thing is like, what I'm saying, sometimes it'll give off the wrong impression, you know what I'm saying, to somebody that's not willing to, you know, uh go through that, go feel like they want to go through that, because
exactly.
you might be wanting to be chased, or you might just be on some BS, you know what I mean? And don't nobody
Yeah.
want to take that chance. Some people don't want to take that risk. Be like, man, you know what? I just,
But
I just step off and
people don't want to take that chance because their heart is on the line. That's why. When your heart is on the line, you ain't trying to take no chances like that. And it is what it is. Now I'm realizing that you got to take a little risk, because if you don't take a risk, you're going to actually miss out on some good situations or good people. You got to take some risks sometimes. You can't just be like, I ain't taking a risk, I'm going the safe way, because that's just, you can't live life that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take some risks, but at the same time, I got to have somebody that want to take the risks with me. um I it's amazing how some men, they can admire you from afar, they can even be attracted to you, they could even think highly of you, but they never take the risk to get to know you beyond your surface. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a lot of the times there could be fear, there could be insecurities that people have. And you like I said, you have to risk something. Everything, you can't play it safe. If you play it safe, you're gonna miss out. It could be the love of your life, it could be a really good situation. So that's how I feel about it, Slim.
yeah, I get that as well. You know what I mean? Like I say, I'm a what they call it, I'm what is it called, hopeless romantic or some shit like that. I want the,
not
no, for
not
real.
you,
I want the fairy tale. I want the fairy tale, like, you know what I'm saying.
Slim.
The we lock eyes and we fall in love type shit, and you know what I'm saying.
Oh
Because it has
Lord.
happened to me before. Like, once me and a female got together, we was inseparable. You know what I mean? Until like we couldn't stand each other. You know what I mean? Uh,
Right.
so yeah, I mean, but at that time it felt good. Like I say, the little puppy love stage to where we was like not together. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right,
Until we got to the point where we couldn't stand each other.
right. That's funny. So Slim, I can't believe it.
Cause I'm a
You
gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I'm a gangster. I'm a guy. Well, I ain't no. You know what I mean? I used to be. I'm a gentleman. Just a gentleman now. You know what I mean?
you're a gentleman now. And a
Yeah,
hopeless romantic. Boy, I haven't heard too many men say that. That's kind of funny though.
yeah.
A hopeless romantic. I don't know if I'm really a hopeless romantic. I think I used to be, but then reality sits in my mind, and then I've watched too many Kevin Samuel videos. If you don't wear a
Oh
size,
man, you let Kevin Samuels get you. Yeah, he see with Kevin Samuels, it's more of a business deal than a, you know what I'm saying, than like he wants you to make a business decision when picking a partner versus, you know what I'm
right,
saying.
right,
So
and
yeah,
the
no,
woman. You remember when unfortunately, he died, in a hotel room. And you remember he talked about, oh, you need a woman that's a size age. And, I'm not saying it verbatim, so I don't want people to say, no, that he didn't say
yeah, I
that.
know,
But,
I know exactly. I was
okay,
a Kevin Samuels fan. Yeah, I know exactly what
if
you're talking
you
about. Yeah, I rock
if
with
you
Kevin Samuels.
beyond size 8 and you like me, I'm a 10, uh, then I'm
Mm.
already out,
So I say I don't do no, don't do no all that. What he was talking about, like I don't know, like I can't agree with him now. Now even
Yeah,
himself, when they the woman that was in that they showed, I'm like, hold on now, you know what I mean? But
I'm telling you.
no, I mean, but I think that was just more so for um like the wow factor for the show type, you know what I mean?
Right. Oh
I,
my
and real and
goodness. Look who joined us, Slim.
Vince, hey Vince, you can't jump. You married, brother. You off the market. Your jersey hung up in the Raptors, man.
What's up,
Your
y'all?
jersey in the
Oh,
Raptors, man.
What's up, Selena? What up, Slim?
what's up, Vince?
Vince,
Maybe you
what's up, partner?
Man, I'm just getting home, get out the shower, ate my little house chicken. Now I done came up on here.
Wow. I'm so happy to see you, Vince. I didn't think you were gonna be able to make it, but thank God for Slim, because I was like, okay, I'm about to exit stage left. You got all these people going live, all these heavy hitters. I'm like, dang, I should have went yesterday. Well, I should have did the live tomorrow, but I forgot that I had an engagement to go to. And I said, oh, shucks. I said, well, anyway, people that come, they come. If they don't, they don't. But I'm just glad to have both of you gentlemen on here. Me and Slim was talking about relationships and all that. And I found out Slim is a hopeless romantic. So that is hilarious to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's hilarious to me. But Vince, you've been having a lot of going on in these streets. I see 2 lives coming up, and they look pretty interesting. So, what is going on with you? Because I'm telling you, when you came on the scene, people was rocking with you. And when that day you went off, boy, I'm telling you, you like Lucifer now. So I want to know how you feeling. I know you're kind of one of those people, you real nonchalant. You don't care too much anyway how people feel. But I want to know what is going on in these streets.
Well, I really be chilling, so you right. I really don't care what people really think at this point.
Right.
At this point, I got my people that's really gonna come over and support me, and the people that's gonna stay in the bushes and holler and scream and talk shit. I mean, talk mess. Excuse me.
Oh, go ahead, be
After
yourself. Just be
after,
yourself.
because you've been watching it. I go live probably once every 2 weeks, but every time I go live, it seems to be an uproar about me, about the same stuff that's been happening for
Mhm.
months, and they be going on for like 2 or 3 days, and I just be like, golly, I go live one time, and everybody got something to say, but I don't be thinking about it. I just really be on here having fun and stuff like that, and if they take it any kind of way, that's on them. I don't know these people in real life. I honestly don't give a damn. All they do is talk trash. I ain't got nothing to say to them. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. The more
Mm.
they pout and holler and scream and whine, the more I'm gonna entertain. Selena,
And I know it, and that's kind of funny because it's like, with everything that's going on, I seen, and for those who don't know, this is Vince the Sniper. He is also a content creator as well as Slim. But Vince and a guy that you've seen me interview, Gary Chavez. They have been having their back and forth, and at first, Garrett apologized to your wife, then he took it back, and he took back your apology, but not your wife's. What do your wife think about all of this drama that's going on with your name in it? Like, what does your wife think about this?
I mean, she just enjoy the entertainment too. She laughs at it.
You sure?
We young. We ain't young, but we young.
Yeah,
It's kind of
30s.
just it's just kind of funny that it's always the older people that get upset and get mad and all that. But she laugh at it. It's funny to her too. We can't believe people really be ready to dox you or try to come, quote unquote, come do something to you. She laugh at that type of stuff because she already know how I am. Like she's seen me for years and years. I can get crazy, so I don't really too much care about people saying they're gonna pull up on me like that. That'll be a bad idea.
It'd be a bad idea.
It'd be a bad idea.
What you gonna do, man? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look, I'm not gonna ask you that.
No, I'm just playing.
I'm not gonna ask you what you gonna do. But so Vince, it to you, it's really comical. It's nothing serious. Like maybe it comes across like when you're up there and you're talking. To me, it seemed like there's a little part of it is serious for you. You definitely have your dislikes on here. You definitely have your dislikes. Is that real or is that fake?
I mean, sometimes I can get mad sometimes and go off, but a lot of time I try to entertain my crowd. It just I get annoyed by older folk. Like if you 20 years older than me, you supposed to be okay. This is a young. Let me calm down. Let me talk to him this way type stuff. It shouldn't be no. I'm gonna pull up on this guy that's 20 years younger than me, or he can I cuss? It ain't no, he a bitch ass nigga, he a this, he a punk, he a that. It's like, bro, I don't be having time for all that because I ain't finna sit here and do that to like people like Rodney and them that I like, the youngsters,
right.
Brunilda the great little youngster that I do like and I watch from the bush and stuff like that. I ain't finna come on here and cuss them out. And I like other young folk that's follows and stuff and they be kissing ass. Okay, I might say a little something about them, but at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? People want to say I'm a YouTuber. I don't be on here every day. I just come on here and do it for fun. And somehow I got monetized. I don't, it is what it is. God bless me with that. So, hey, it is what it is.
Well, listen, and Slim, if you have anything to ask to put, say, just you can come in. This is a conversation. We all having a conversation up here. One thing I do like about Vince, and I think I maybe have told Vince this, I like the fact that Vince just does not give he just don't care. Like that to me that's a good skill to have sometimes. Because if you have that type of skill where you don't give a care about what people think, what people say, what people got going on, you seem to me to be less stressed because you're not worried. You're not worried about if people accept you or like you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I liked about you, how you express yourself with that. You just don't care.
Yeah, and that's how my parents raised me. They were like, people gonna say stuff about you. It's all about how you take it. Are you gonna keep your head up and smile and joke back with them or talk shit back, or are you gonna pout and get depressed and sit in the room in the darkness and like, why people hate me? I ain't gonna sit around and think why people hate me, especially people I don't know. It's too much life to live, Selena, to be crying, especially over internet stuff. These people will sit at home and drink themselves to death at 5 a.m, smoking weed all day, stressed over some internet stuff when it's life out here to be had. Summertime over, and these folks ain't did nothing all summer but sit on YouTube and holler and scream and whine, and that's sad.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. That's why I said that you have to have a life outside of YouTube. If you don't have a life outside of YouTube, you're in some bad shape. And that's why so many folks that do what they do on here, because they don't have a life outside of YouTube. What do you want to do with your channel? Do you want to just keep like like keep the drama going, or what do you actually want to do with your channel?
Now, so fall starting up, so it's about to be college football season. So I'm finna start doing my Saturday morning college football live stream. I start doing my weekly Cowboys topics and stuff like that, getting ready for the Cowboys games every
Yep.
Sunday, stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of new. Now that I'm monetized, so much other stuff I can do. Like I ain't got but 700 subscribers, but I've been in other sections, so I got like my boy Rome, Cowboy Football Talk, he subbed up to me, so I'll be over there in the sports sector. And you know, other sectors I've been, I got a lot of people that sub up to me that y'all haven't seen come in my chats yet. So once they start popping out and hitting my link, then y'all gonna really see, okay, Vince really be in other sectors. And that's how I'm, you know, starting to let my page grow like that, just get other people from other sectors to come around and mingle with the people here in this sector and see where it can go.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to incorporate that as well with people in other sectors, you know, and tell them about, you know, this sector, as well as get some people in this sector introduced to them, you know. So I believe that's a good way to network. Because that's one thing I was kind of wondering: are you going to keep your channel like with the drama, or were you going to move in different directions? Because you know, once you get in it, it's hard to get out of sometimes.
Yeah, but the one thing I did when I first started my page, I already let it be known what my page was gonna be about, and it's still up there in my bio. I'm gonna have story time, sports topics, open panels, and stuff like that. So I already said what the page was gonna be about when I first started. So everybody that subbed up, they already know what I said I was gonna do with it. I'm not I don't have time to make a second or third page. I really don't care for YouTube like that. It's already hard enough managing one page. I'm not trying to do 2, 3 like that.
Right.
So this is the only page I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna do everything on that page and let it be. I'm not no YouTube. I ain't, you know, yeah, I'm monetized stuff like that, but I'm not in it for all. I got a busy real life, so I don't have time to do all that type of stuff. You know, it's cool to see everybody else do it, but that's not for me.
So let me ask you this: when you see Slim, do you have any questions you want to ask Slim? Vince? I don't want to do all the talking.
No. Vince doing this thing. I was just getting in the house when Vince jumped up, so he did me a favor by goddamn coming in. So I'm, getting settled in real quick. But I'm listening. Paying attention. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do your thing.
So what do you, when you be seeing your name and your name in some of these titles, and it's not a very it's not going to be an encouraging live. It's basically going to be some call you all types of names and maybe talking about your wife. Like, how does that make you feel? I mean, I know you have the persona, you don't care, but when it comes to like the people you love or the woman that you love, like, how does that make you feel? Do you not feel anything on that?
Well, yeah, that make me mad because that can hit somebody's nerve when you talk about their wife or their mom or something like that. But other than that, if it's anything like if you just trying to flame me and joke on me and just keep it on me, I ain't got no problem with that. But it's when you involve everybody, like how everybody talk about people, mama's wife, people want to dox and stuff like that. I ain't got time for all that. Like, if you want to joke on me, you want to go back and forth and flame me, that's cool. But don't take it to that other level, because that's where you lose me at. That's where I really would just stop communicating with you, going back and forth with you, because I'm gonna let you have that then, because my mama can't hear that, my wife ain't hearing that. You talking to me, and that's what bitch niggas do. So keep it on me. Don't bring nobody else up.
Wow. Well, I hope your wife ain't heard a lot of it.
She has.
Oh, she has. What did she say about it when it involves her? How does she make her feel?
Well, she just tried to tell me, "No, don't worry about it. Let them do their talking." I say, "Well, I mean, you can't tell me not to get mad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The person I lay in the bed with every night, I shower with, eat with, stuff like that. So it's it do hit a nerve, and I think people know what they doing when they do that. But in real life, they wouldn't come to my face and say that about my wife. I know that.
Okay. Hey.
Because it's a place called Golden Gate.
Golden Gate Funeral Home. Yes. I know. Oh, Cliff.
Right. They better
That's
quit
my
playing,
hood.
man. So they better keep joking around, quit playing, man.
It's a place called Golden Gate Evergreen.
Man.
Yes, indeed,
Shit,
man.
man.
Look, you talking my language. I'm rat over here too. So that's crazy. But yeah, place called Golden Gate, I say. But yeah, it's a real thing out here. People got to be careful about involving other people's relatives and stuff like that. Like that's going a little too much. That's going too far. So some things, just to be clear, some things do bother you, especially when it comes to the people that you love. Now with you, it's like it's fair game. So it don't really bother you when they talk about you, but when they talk about other things that people that's important to you, you feel away.
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Yeah,
I
okay.
do. Just keep it on
Okay.
me. I don't mind because we grew up flaming each other at the lunch table, stuff like that,
Right.
talking shit like that. Keep it on. We keep it on each other. Me and my friends and all that. We never did that, talking about people, mamas and girlfriends and all that. We always joked on each other. So this is new to me. Like when I came to YouTube and I saw people talking about people, mamas, and wow, I'm like, y'all really do this stuff for real? I didn't grow up like that.
Mm-mm.
I really did. Like people say, oh, you didn't grow up. People saying, yo, mama. I was like, I mean, they'll say that, but that's like that ain't like, oh, look at you, look at your feet, or your mama feet. That's different than saying, oh,
Right.
well, your mama a hoe, or she need to go die, stuff like that's different. Like it's different ways to this, but these people really be doing that. And I was like, YouTube is different. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Right. It is different. It's very different how some people allow certain things and they think it's okay, but with other people they like, no, that's not right. But I'm like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you don't want nobody talking about somebody else's mama, don't talk about somebody else's wife or their mama. But I guess to me it's about who people like. And you have kind of, I would say, in this sector, I'm not gonna say most hated, but you have been very controversial in this sector, and your name has been ringing around here, and people think you're a snake, and all of this kind of stuff. And that's pretty interesting too, because like I said, when you came out, people were supporting you. A lot of people were supporting you. And then, when you kind of went in that day, you had a Vince moment. You kind of went left, and people wasn't feeling that. So they was like, oh, he's a snake. He's this, he's that, so. And you like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh my God, Vince, no, you're going wrong. You're going the wrong way.
Well, no,
But
actually, because Selena, listen, like the people that have been calling me snake, look what's all been coming out. Now you starting to see who really the people behind the scenes talking, texting, talking about folks, bringing up like, oh, what you heard this from? Now you starting to see these certain people that was calling me snakes. These are ones that's been behind the scenes actually talking to the people, setting people up, talking stuff about people, all that. And then you got people, I'm gonna discuss in my life. Then I seen somebody try to call me. I say, I ain't the one to speak about the controversy when I'm rocking with such and such. But you got people that talking about you, D Santana, for example. He mod for skinny, but he's able to go do what he want to do over on on the other side and stuff like that, and people saluting him. But I'm the bad guy because I rock with skinny. But he can be a whole mod for skinny and still come over and everybody salute him. But I don't say nothing. Like I let them do their thing. But I'm gonna talk about that on my live tomorrow too. I'm gonna say something because somebody called my name and I don't even mention him on my channel like that. But he called my name, said I shouldn't be speaking on. Oh, I shouldn't talk about calling it down the middle. Well, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow too.
wow. So
Yeah,
what
we're gonna
time are
talk about
you
that.
going live tomorrow?
I'm gonna try. I got it set for 9 o'clock in the morning, but it could change. You never know. But
Oh,
hopefully I
that's
can go live
look,
tonight.
that's too early. I still be in the bed.
I
So,
got things to do tomorrow afternoon. That's why.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I got
I have
things
to
to
do
do.
playback. But yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, but I will say is, people have a different standard for different people. That because you can have one person that can go anywhere they want to go, can go on other people, the detractors panels and all, and nothing is being said about it. But if maybe I were to do it, or maybe somebody else were to do it, well, we're snake. Well, I was just doing what the other person that you like did. It's nothing different. I think it's just the people, the person. You know what I'm saying? They have different standards for different people. That's what I think. Because I didn't understand with you rocking with someone that they didn't like. It's like you said, it's a couple other people that rock with a person that you didn't like, and nobody's saying nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Texas T, how are you? So it is pretty interesting how people have a different standard for different people. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Vince. Like I said, I seen that Garrett had a live scheduled. I forgot what it was, but it was something. I seen your name in it. And now, do you ever entertain your enemies' chats, like their lives and stuff
I'm
as
not
well?
subbed up to him. I'm not subbed up to him at all, so I don't know what he do.
So
I'm really not subbed up to him.
you wouldn't hear anything that he had to say about you.
I'm not subbed up. The only way he would come across my timeline, because he in the algorithm. So if he come across my home screen, you can see him, but I'm not subbed up to him. I don't know when he go live. He subbed up to me. Every time I go live, he must get my notifications. He always in my chat. He always hit my stream, y'all. And they ain't, let me say this with the whole Gary thing. Cause like me and Gary, we hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? One day we could actually be on a panel and have a civil conversation. And then the next panel we could just be going in. Okay, here we go. We're finna do 5 live streams back and forth. You know what I'm saying? The only thing with Garrett, you know what I'm saying, he for the most part, he will keep it on me. Now he has mentioned my wife a few times, but he apologized to us, so I'll let that. But he did kind of play me in my panel. But at the same time, if he just keep it on me, I'm good with that. Like I don't mind having a back and forth when we just keep it on me. He can say what he wants. Most times he lies anyway. But if he just keep it on me, I don't have no issue with that. And that's why I want people to understand. Like I don't really care for the nigga, but I ain't gonna say I hate the dude like that. But I don't really care for him because he lied too much and shit like that. And his jokes is just recycled. He say the same jokes every time. But at the end of the day, like at this point, like I don't really want him in my chat. I don't want him hitting my link because the damage has been done. Like you really played in my face the last time I went live, and then you go back to your platform and do what you did. That kind of like, I really thought he apologized to me too. So I was just like, okay, I'm good with Gary. I can go and move on with it. I ain't gonna do the little series on him or nothing like that. So when he went and did that, I was like, damn, Gary, I was just finna leave you alone and salute you. You run and do that, you'd have made it worse.
Well, I remember the last time that you guys were on my panel, and this was like 4 months ago. And again, I was going to play that live last week, but then, like I told you, I decided to go ahead and leave it alone because some things you can actually make worse. And then then the storyline will be me and you are conspiring behind the scenes because we're from Oak Cliff. So I said, I don't have time for that. And plus I had a lot of other things that were going on in the chat and all this. So I was just like, I just think that was just a bad timing to even talk about that situation. But when you were on my panel the last time with him, you two had a pretty good conversation to where you guys were like, I'm going to move on. You don't talk about me. I'm not going to talk about you. I really don't have a real issue with you. And both of y'all seem like y'all were good. I just don't even understand this YouTube stuff, how people act like they good on the panel. And then after, I would say some time passed, then they back at each other's throats. Like, I thought the truth, if it was the truth, I thought the truth was real, that you two talked it through. But apparently it wasn't. Like, what happened to make it, you guys to go back with each other like that? Like, what happened?
Well, I think, man, that was back in February. So I want to say that's when Trina came up, did all that mess. Me and Garrett was kind of because I remember I had to leave once my auntie died, so I didn't have no. I wasn't going live for like 2.5 months, so we was good. But one thing I would say about Garrett, he did send his condolences when my auntie died, so I will give him that. But it's like I think when I came back, that's when everything heated back up. When I came back, what, April or May or whatever, that's when everything heated back up. But it's really, if people had just not got involved with it, like I'm talking about Trina, if she had just not got involved with it, we probably would have been straight. But I think they, he was taking up more for Trina, which I guess he like her. He like her as a friend and stuff like that, so they cool. But at the same time, and even with her, everybody know, and I can't stand that because they know she be lying. They know she ain't right in the head. And they just let her get away with stuff. Like Trina said, she had on me that I was gay and all that. She was gonna put it out. I'm just like, what?
What?
Yeah, I seen her type that in the chat one time. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put something out. I got some gay stuff on Vince. He better quit." I'm like, "What?" I like this woman here lying like that's all she do is lie. I'll be like, man, whatever.
Dang, Vince, now you gay? What's
Yeah,
up,
man. I seen
man?
her like, boy, this woman here. And they know this woman be lying. That's what I be saying. Like, y'all know this woman crazy and ain't got no sense. Somebody just need to sit her down. That's all I was doing, like as a good YouTube friend. That's why I made the first live stream. I like you just stand down, listen to Vince. And after a while, I don't got time for that. Like if I tell you 3-4 times you don't do it, you're a grown woman, you're older than me. You're not a kid. I shouldn't have to treat you like a kid. And that's how she act. So she got what she deserved. And I don't give a damn how nobody feel about it. And I still say she a big dummy.
Well, I just didn't understand why she said that. When you were on my platform, I let you call her a hoe. I did not hear that. I heard you said, "No, Trina, just leave it alone. Just stand down." And that's what I heard. I didn't hear hoe that night. Now you may have called her a hoe another time on your live, but I know that from when I went back, you didn't say that to her. And I think you talked a little bit about it, but in her mind, and maybe in other people's minds as well, you did say that to her on my live. But do you think I would have allowed that to happen? And you wouldn't even try. I mean, I don't even think you would have even did it on my live, even if you were upset with her.
Right. Not because I knew your rules of your platform. So that's why I was like, there ain't no possible way I would have did that because Selena would have muted me or kicked me off because she wouldn't have went for that. And I already knew your rules on your platform.
Yeah, I would have muted you. I wouldn't kick you off, but I would be like, hey, we're not doing that, or whatever. Because like I said, I didn't have a problem with the lady, but hey, this YouTube street, depending on who you are guilty by association. So, like I said, I'm your conspirator because I'm from Oak Cliff. So, me and you, we Oak Cliff gang, and we're doing stuff, and we're talking, and we're doing something diabolical behind the scenes. And I'm just like, I don't have time for this. That's why I said when people be doing too much on here, I just be like, nah, I just can't. I just can't go into it. So, yeah, it was just a lot of that going on. And then now one thing I will say is I'm like, Vince, oh my gosh, you kind of one of those people, you don't care, and you don't, you just have like sometimes diarrhea at the mouth, like me sometimes, and I have to catch myself because once you feel a way, you gonna say it and you gonna keep going, and then you know how people are. People are extra sensitive on here. They're extra. You said, can't we all just get along? Yeah, they're just extra sensitive on here. So if you say one little thing, or they think you saying a subliminal, they on your head. One thing I did find crazy, I said, "What, Vince? Why you say you gonna call the Memphis police?" But then I think you said the reason why you were saying you weren't really serious, was you?
No, and I said that on one of my live streams like a few weeks ago when I had mentioned that. And I was like, I was just playing. I wasn't calling no police. I was just entertaining my crowd. And I was just like, y'all, because I was God, I forgot watching. I think it was like Devil Speaker something said, shout out to Double Speak. He was saying something like he don't play police games or something. He said, and I don't know. I say something. He said police game, but I'm like, but the people you rock with actually call the police and put it on paper, but you rock with them. And that's not to call him out. That's just like, hey, bro, you say you don't play police game, but the people that you rock with actually do police game, got it on paper, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to do that sometimes.
Right.
But don't do that just because it's me or something like that. Like, be down the middle with it. That's all I'm saying. But shout out to Double Speak, though. I don't got no problem with him.
Yeah, shout out to Double Speaks.
2 monetized talent, that's a good thing. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he came a long way, so that's really good. Shout out to him. But for the most part, like I said, you kind of you've been kind of keeping it cool sometimes. Like I said, for the most part, you have your days when you'll go left. You'll probably be going left tomorrow, correct?
Amen. Yes, I will.
Okay. So I know that's probably going to happen. Unfortunately, like I said, I will definitely be asleep at 9:30 because that's on Saturday mornings. You ain't gonna get me up early unless I actually have something to do.
9:30 in the morning, Selena, you gonna be asleep?
9:30, I sure will. I get up every morning. I have to get up every morning now because I'm back at work. I have to get up at every morning. It's 6 maybe, and I might have to get up at 5:30 because I got to do bus duty. So I'm gonna get up about 5:40 so I can get to work at 7:30. So I'm gonna sleep in on Saturday. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. So that's why.
Be up moving around.
Yeah.
On your normal schedule.
Yeah.
Say something at that bar tomorrow, boy. So I'm going to the bar, watch that gold medal game, boy. Have me some beer, boy. Hopefully they don't cheat the USA tomorrow. But boy, I'm be at that bar tomorrow, Slim.
Well, what bar? Well, I guess now don't tell me. But anyway, so now who is gonna be playing? You said
the USA versus the Blues. I mean USA versus France, excuse me. The basketball game.
That's gonna be good.
Uh-huh.
I was so disappointed with the Mavericks. I tell you, it just really hurt my heart. It hurt my heart, Vince. I really had high hopes for them. high hopes. But that's gonna be pretty good. So you're gonna be hanging out and having a good time at the bar. You ain't gonna be thinking about YouTube.
Nah, I got that. See, people I ain't yet. Nah, I got things to do tomorrow. I'm trying to have fun with my boys tomorrow. We've been, doing what we had to do all week. Tomorrow we get to relax, go watch the game, and just hang out a little bit, have a beer or something, some wings.
Oh yes. I love me some wings.
Be sociable, goddamn it. Get out and reality. Cause these niggas need to unplug, man.
Right, Slim, right.
These niggas need to unplug, man. Get in touch with the motherfucking reality. Go outside, put your toes in the dirt or something, nigga. Get grounded. You know what I mean? These niggas, man. Hey, don't get me started, boy. I ain't went live in a minute neither. Goddamn me, I got some feathers I need to ruffle. I got some dust I need to kick up. I ain't gonna do it on Selena panel because you know what I'm saying. I don't want to be like, you want Selena live over there? Yeah, no, fuck that.
What happened?
It's just too much. It's just too much lameness going on, man. That's why I say, like, even with what's going on with my guy Vince, man, that was some lame. That was lame as hell. But a nigga like that, I expect that from because I heard another content creator say, I ain't gonna say, you know what I mean, it's a way bigger platform than, you know what I'm saying, what we got going on here, but I have heard them say attention is the new currency. You know what I'm saying? People rather have attention than actually goddamn me earn, you know what I'm saying, than earn a dollar. They want the attention more than they want, you know, the money.
Right.
And that shit dangerous, man, because you do anything for the attention, you'll go as far as, calling a motherfucker job, doxing a motherfucker and all that shit just to get the attention get the people to watch. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it because it's a numbers thing. It's a numbers thing, but it's the hypocrisy of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've heard a motherfucker try to call me out for saying that, hey, somebody I had a problem with, they didn't like the fact that I called somebody I had a problem with a BAN. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But the same person be on a panel with a nigga that don't say nothing but BAN. His whole vocabulary is revolved around BAN. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be
mm,
like, well, damn, ain't this some shit? The motherfucker try to tell me about my channel and how to grow my channel and what they don't. And but then you on the panel churning nigga on, and all he say is all that old shit. And I'd be like, well, hold on. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I understand it's all about the saying is it's all about who we like, but it's all about who you don't like neither then because you'll call
Yeah,
some shit out and the hypocrisy you'll turn around and be on the same motherfucking channel with your fist in there screaming yeah or in the chat cheering that shit on and I'd be like, well damn, you just try to tell me, you know what I'm saying, what you supposedly didn't like, not that I care, but you try to
right.
tell me what you on what you don't rock with, but nigga I see you over here, you know what I'm saying, with your pom poms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, bro. So, you know, I ain't gonna call it out. I'm just gonna look at a nigga weird when they try to like, you know what I'm saying, be cordial with me, like, all right, what's up, nigga? You know what I mean? And leave it like that. But nah, these niggas, man, yeah, this shit hurt me crazy. I say like I see why every now and again, because I do it myself. Every now and again, Vince pop out the woodwork and just slap the nigga around. Just you know what I'm saying, and then go back go back to where he go back to get back to what he doing, and then come
Mm,
back around, smack some niggas again. Everybody start crying and because shit, what you want every day? Ain't no motherfucker can be up here arguing with you niggas every day. I watched a
right.
man sit there and argue with Soulfly for 20 minutes straight. A grown fucking man on, raising his voice like she raising hers. And I'm like, damn, bro, like you just ain't you gonna sit there and just keep raising hollering back and forth with her like a woman? Like this shit is crazy, man.
Well,
Nigga, you embarrassing yourself.
yeah, it is, but um, just to be fair, it's people that you rock with too, Slim, that go at women too. So I'm just keeping it 100 on that. I ain't gonna say
I
too much.
mean, go at women, but what I never sat people that I rock with.
Mm,
I can't say that I've sat there and watched them raise their voice, like have an actual shouting match with a woman for 20 minutes straight. I'm talking about literally 20 minutes straight. Now, if y'all having a back and forth and you know what I'm saying, whatever the case is, then you gone. But I ain't never seen that, you know what I mean? I ain't never seen that, or I ain't saying that I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
mm. Well, I know you're one of those people, you've always to me, and now this is my opinion, you've always to me have been very respectful to me and everything, even when some people you cool with would maybe bring me up in a disparaging way or whatever. And I've never seen you, well, I'll just say this. I've never seen you be two-faced towards me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I appreciate when people can, separate and not just go in with the crowd, whatever the crowd is doing. I guess Slim dropped off. Maybe it was an accident. But I appreciate that when people are not two-faced, you know what I'm saying? So and I'll even say that with you, Vince. You've to me have shown yourself to be who you are from the little that I do know of you.
Yeah, no, for real.
And I'm still, oh, Slim's back. Slim. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
my bad. I had a
to
phone call.
I was telling Vince, to me you haven't came out to me two-faced, even when some people you rock with may have said something disparagingly or maybe wrote something disparagingly about me in the chat, and you may support some of these people because a lot of times we share subscribers with other content creators we like and that we don't like.
I
So
mean, yeah, with that, it's so many people that got problems that it like. Listen, I don't know who all don't fuck with who or into it with who, Some people be shooting subliminal shots. I don't be knowing who they be talking about. I might be on a panel with somebody and they going at somebody. I don't have a word to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, because I don't really get into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get into, people beefs. And you know me, Selena, if anything, I might try to be the peacemaker, but I've learned to not do that. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned to not do that, you know what I mean?
Look, you remind
and not just because of me and your situation, not just because of me and your situation, because I've seen the chat, me trying to be like the peacemaker, and I've seen the chat be like, she, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the chat won't blood. So I'll be like, well, you know what? Let me just not do that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Let them go at it, and hopefully they'll figure the shit out. But I don't know who don't rock with who. I don't know the history behind this person, that person. I'm a fairly new person, to a lot of y'all. You know what I mean? Like I say, I was around from the beginning, but I was like more the main people, KD, Gil, Nim, Tommy, and all, you know what I mean? Like I was more into that, you know what I mean? I wasn't really, into the everybody else until, I really started hitting panels and being in chats, because I started wanting to check out, these different people. Like, man, let me see what they about. You see, okay, they pretty cool to me, and it went from there, so, but I'm learning who all kind of, I'm saying, like I say, I don't know the history between everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because, everybody got a lot of history. So
yeah,
I'm coming to learn that. So I just sit back. and be like, shit, hey, but I'm cordial and I fuck with a lot of people on a lot of different sides. Even people I've been into it with, like me and Double Speaks. We cool now. We cordial. I pop up on his, on his live, shout him out. We chit chat, whatever. You know what I mean? And we was going at it. You know what I mean?
I can't really remember that, but I know y'all kind of had y'all disagreements. Texas T, I'm laughing because I don't even know what I was. It was something that Slim said that I fell out like, oh yeah, because the time that he was trying to make me have a
I wasn't trying to make you do nothing. I wasn't trying to make you do nothing. I suggested,
okay,
well, damn, why don't
you suggested that I talk to a life coach that I do not like, and I will probably drag if I ever see her.
Vince just fell out the bushes on that one.
Yeah, and Slim was trying to be like, oh, maybe y'all could have a conversation. I said, I'm like, at that time, I'm like, nah, F that. I ain't trying to have no conversation whatsoever with this wildebeest, okay? So that is not.
You being too nice about what you said. So you said and then how you said, how dare you come in here and try to nah, you ain't say all that.
I didn't say that, but I said
you was
no.
like, you was like, yeah. You said something. I was like, well, shit, my man, I'm sorry, shit.
I didn't mean to hurt
you. It was just a thought.
And that's why I did that live, because I said, you know what, because my friend said, Selena, why you go off on that guy? He seems really nice. And I said, well, I wasn't trying to. I think, like I said, I can sometimes not trying to, can kind of snap a little bit. And I was like, dang, I just thought that I just said no. But from what she was telling me, I kind of was very snappy with you. So I said, oh my God.
Yeah, but like I say, I ain't take it that way because I understand you was already on 10. You know what I'm saying? And me just throwing that out there, and then you just like, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no.
Sure,
you was like, no, ain't no. So I didn't take it like you was snapping off at me. You was just already on 10, and just me bringing up the person name. Just you was like, oh no.
Yes, indeed. I sure look. I still
shit, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I think you cool. I think that person cool. Like I said, I don't know the history. I don't know the history, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, well, you know what I mean?
Look,
because that is a hometown home girl. You know what I'm saying?
Don't you have me going back. Don't you have me going back. I'm trying.
And one thing we do in the Lou is stick together.
One thing we do in the cliff, we stick together. So okay.
Amen.
Okay. And so my homeboy, he clapped her butt one time. She was up there lying her ass off, and he clapped her butt with a 50. So like I said,
Say
yeah,
sniper, the sniper. Damn, the
yeah,
sniper. Oh man.
he sniped that. He sniped that butt too. So that was good. So that's why I say that's how I knew. I said me and Vince, we gonna be cool because we on when he did that. I said, who is that? Where is he from? And then I don't know how I found out that he was from Oak Cliff. I don't know. Oh, I think it was Mr. Skinny had said something about it. He said, yeah, he said he was saying something about I was from Oak Cliff. And then Vince was in the chat, and then he was like, you from Oak Cliff? And then that's kind of how we started talking from there. But yeah, like I said, it's all good. You are still my buddy Slim, but I have to shut you down when you
Oh,
bring
no,
that up.
I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. I
Yes,
learned my lesson.
indeed.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed. Yes, indeed. I learned my
yeah.
lesson.
Oh, Texas, see, you already knew. You a mess,
And
but
I
yeah,
ain't taking no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I did want you to know that, so I didn't want you to feel bad. I didn't want you to feel bad about, feeling like, I took it a certain way. Nah, I ain't take it that way. I knew exactly
mhm,
where you was coming from when
Well, see,
yeah,
this is
when
a
you
good
came off
thing
the way you
about it.
did.
And see how this is a good thing, how, what I'm saying, Slim thinks she cool. I don't really care for a woman. No, Selena don't. But at the same time, we don't hold Slim for that. We still cool with Slim. That's who Slim like. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Slim's still my boy. I don't care. He gonna still come my pound and half
Man,
friend. You know what I mean?
I like a lot of people, man, on
Yeah.
her. Like it ain't. I don't think it ain't too many people. It's a couple of niggas I would like to smack, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't really not like nobody. I like everybody in the section, man.
hmm yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but I do like a lot of people. I'm just gonna be truthful. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to myself. But I will say there is a lot of people that I do really like from what I know of them on here. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we don't know these people. And sometimes some people will definitely, when you do get to know people, they will definitely surprise you. Because you would think that they are older and would know better, but unfortunately, hey, sometimes just because people age, it don't mean that they actually have wisdom. But I will say that there is a few people that I'm like, I hope God don't ever bring me across their path because I really don't know. As nice as sometimes I try to be, because like I said, I try to be nice. I try to, treat people like I want to be treated. But at the same time, I'm not so sure um, that I could kill them with kindness. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100 because people are very disrespectful on this app to the point to where they know they can get away with it because they're on an app. We're
And
not
this
face to
and that's
face.
my thing. And that's my thing with this is like, because I said it in one of my lives before. I was like, man, listen, I'm not emotionally invested enough with nobody on this app for them to get me to a point to where, you know what I'm saying, I have to get personal with you. You know what I'm saying? Not only do I get personal with you, I gotta dox you and do all of that shit. It ain't that serious to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that's one part of what goes on in the sector that I'm not gonna partake in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have no opinion on it.
Mhm.
No personal or doxing shit or nor, you know what I'm saying? Am I gonna participate in? You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I just don't do it. Um, um, will it come a time where it may happen to me? It may. But listen, it ain't gonna make me not a damn bit difference because you go low, I'm gonna take you to the center of the earth. Just know if
Mhm.
you play with me, you know what I'm saying? Not say that I won't do it, but I just ain't into that. You know what I'm saying? So I won't do it. Uh, so don't do it to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. I'm
Yeah.
not. You can say whatever you want. You can bring up whatever you want. You think you found or whatever. I'm on A. I'm comfortable in my skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm good
Right.
with my past and whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit that you ain't gonna find. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
certain shit that you're gonna find, and I'm gonna stand on that. But what I'm gonna tell you is if you look a little deeper, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well,
I'm just gonna leave
listen.
it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that because you know what I'm saying. You'll find out who you fucking with if you look a little deeper. But you know what I'm saying. I ain't on that. You know what I'm
Look,
saying. I ain't on that.
look,
No, I
I
really
know.
ain't. I really
Look,
ain't on that.
I know I can't trust you, Slim. You're a Gemini, so I can't. I
No,
can't.
I ain't on that.
Oh my
You know,
God.
because if a person think they go because I'm with the bullshit, but I ain't with the bullshit. I wish a motherfucker would, but I don't. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Because I would love to make an example out of any one of these niggas that play these type of games these niggas playing on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
I don't want to, but it has to happen. It
Mm-hmm.
has to happen. Like with all them pull-ups and fake pull-ups and all that shit, somebody got to get their shit split, man. It has to happen for this shit
Right.
to stop. You know what I'm saying? All this
Right.
doxing and all this shit, somebody got to get pulled up on and get their shit split. You know what I'm saying? For a motherfucker to be like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Mm-hmm.
that shit happening to me, so let me, cut this shit out. It has to happen. Do I
Mm-hmm.
want it to happen to anybody? No, but I think it got to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because this shit ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna act like I'll cheer this shit on. The shit be cringy. You know what I'm saying? I kind of tune a lot of that shit out, doxing and all that shit. I tune that shit out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's people I've been into it with. We'd had back and forth after some information that came out about them. I would never use it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my style. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm gonna call you out on your fuck shit, and then that's gonna be our conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh,
Right.
Nobody has ever came to me about nothing personally. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna leave it at that. But I'm not emotionally invested enough with nobody on this app to even go that far. You know what I'm saying? With anybody. Will I
Right.
get mad and call you a bitch ass nigga and cuss you out? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? Because it do get fun. Like I said, I'm with the fuck shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with the fuck shit. But it's a certain point I ain't gonna cross. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just my integrity and just how I roll. Uh,
Yeah, I agree with that. You said I can only be me. I treat people how they want to be treated in the real world. I'm not on YouTube enough to care about any, especially if the content isn't decent. Right, right.
I agree with that, Miss Texas T. I don't be around enough neither to be. Yeah, I agree with that. That was 100% fact.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to do this another night. Like I said, probably I wish I would have kept it on Saturday. I don't know. I was not paying attention, but I knew I had something to do. And I said, oh my God, I was supposed to change it to Friday. But yeah, we're gonna have to do this another time. I've been on here 2 hours, so I'm tired. It's like I've been working all day, and then you started back working too, Vince.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes about that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I, I don't
say
blame you.
say
Yeah,
say school teacher. Say school in, huh?
yeah. School is definitely in, and I know I have to go Monday. That's our first day of school, so not looking forward to it. But hey, it's a part. It's a part of the job.
It's some over
So
with, ain't
yeah,
Yeah,
it
man.
look, that summer was very short,
Yeah, it was a
very
good summer.
short. So,
Hey, Selena.
mhm. What?
Now I know, what I'm saying. You say, I rock with some people you don't rock with, but when I go live, you more than welcome to pull up on me, hit my panel, whatever the case is. Now I see you every now and again come in and speak, but what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I'll be looking and be like, damn, okay, well, Selena, she gonna speak and get up out of her. You just gonna speak, but I know, what I mean. Like I say, it's
Yeah.
man, it's hard. It's hard being a nigga, a neutral. It's hard being Switzerland around this bitch, man. You know,
Right. And,
uh,
and and this is and shout out to Slim and Vincent. You know, both of you. I don't know if I have any mods here. Well, Vince, you one of them. Put both of y'all channels in the chat. But
I got you.
I do support you. I really do. But I gotta sometimes go on people panels that I'm comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with you. But even though, you know, you have to almost have I'm not gonna say, yeah, you have to have thick skin, but sometimes people just get too disrespectful for no reason. Like it's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you know, I go up there, you have trolls coming out of everywhere, you know, saying stuff, and it's just like, you know, on my platform, I can control it. You know what I'm saying? I can control the people that come in here, and as far as like trolls and stuff. But the people, you know,
what I can say, we kicked it on my panel, don't we, Vince? We be kicking it over there. God damn
and I know
Hey,
y'all
the
be
Slim
having.
Corona can man down.
Look, I know
all
y'all
type of
be.
shit. We be over there kicking.
Look, I know y'all be having a good time over there, but it's just that at the same time, I really just, you know, sometimes even I'm like, I don't want to go over there with all
Yeah,
that.
I know, and I hate that, man. And I hate that, like you know what I'm saying, that I rock with so many. Is just like people, like even like I know probably like a lot of, I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people like even with Urs, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, man, I be wanting to pull up on your panel, but man, you be having people. I said, listen, bro, I don't get involved in that, you know what I'm saying, in that fuck shit. Like, you know what I mean? People kind of know me, know, you know, where I stand with certain shit. Like, I don't think it's gonna get too, you know what I mean, crazy like that, because I don't really rock like that, you know. If you want to pull up and chop it up with me, like me, like I'll be pulling up Kiki Garrick and his ass on his panel every now and again. Now, I know his chat be fucking me up in the chat, but I don't pay attention to that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't pay attention to that because, you know, me, I'll pull up anywhere
right,
and talk my shit with anybody. You know what I mean? Even if it's a nigga I got a problem with, I'll pull up on his panel. I done it. You know what I mean? And the nigga I
right,
ain't had a problem with, I ain't pull up on their panel. You know what I'm saying? Or wouldn't pull up on their panels. All call outs mandatory over here. You know what I mean?
right,
So,
right.
uh,
And I
and that's just
understand.
more so, me willing to have a conversation. Now, if we gonna do the fuck shit, then we can do that too. But you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I'm still more than willing to have a conversation with whoever.
right, right. You know, I have tried. Hey, Angelo, what's up, Big Red? I've tried to have, you know, make truce with people, and just for it not to be a truce, you know. So, you know, I try to be the bigger person sometimes and have a conversation, you know, and so it can just be done and over with. But everybody don't want the same thing you want. I just say that.
Yeah,
You
because the
said
chat
So,
be
Angelo
wanting
came
blood.
on. What up, Angelo?
The
yeah,
chat be wanting blood.
yeah,
Shout out to
huh,
Angelo.
I said the
Angela?
chat be wanting blood. You be trying to pick it up with a
Yeah,
nigga, and the
tell
chat be
him.
like, "Shit, that nigga said this, and that nigga said that." Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Wait till I get down in this chat, nigga. I'm gonna say it about you. I was like, man, listen. They be like, this nigga here crazy. Like, we just ain't gonna fuck him. We gonna leave this nigga here alone. He
Mm-hmm.
just crazy. He don't give a damn, you know. And that's the thing with me. Like, I ain't thin skin. Like, man, talk your shit about me. You know what I mean? Talk your shit. I'm gonna definitely talk mine, but um.
All
I don't know,
right.
man. Like I say, I'm figuring this shit out, man. I'm just, you know, trying to figure this shit out, and uh, you know, hopefully I could be a channel where everybody can come and, you know what I'm saying? Even if you got an issue with a motherfucker, yeah, you stay on your corner and they stay on theirs, and you know, you rock out, we gonna rock out, we gonna, you know, whatever the case is.
Yeah, and you would like it to be that way where you stand, you know, but you know, people are just not mature enough to do that. You have 30, 40, 50-year-old people that don't know how to just not do that. They don't know how to coexist. I'm like, do y'all do that in y'all regular, like real life, where y'all have to deal with people at work that y'all don't like, or people you're around that you don't like? So I'm like, child, I ain't got time for it. I'm not going to be harassed in the
That's
chats. Like,
emotionally invested. That's that emotionally invested.
yeah, they too emotionally invested, and my thing
Especially
is,
these men with these women. ain't no woman I'm not, how
Having
should I
sex
say this?
with.
Yeah, ain't no woman I'm not, penetrating gonna have me in the uproar and on no standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Exactly.
uh, even if a woman cuts me out, you know what I'm saying? I know how to deal with women. You know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
the fucking man, like just say, now this my girl. I love her to death. Moonlight. She all gas, no brakes. You fuck around, you fuck up with her, you done fucked up. She gon' but I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I know how to soothe that savage beast, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. So,
Mhm.
man, it's oh man. I just be back sitting back and observing and be like, man, what the fuck is going on with her? Is this something that I'm missing?
No comment. But I hope the best for you and Vince. I'm about to call it a day. I've had a long day
You ain't gonna
today.
call it a day. I thought you was sleeping in tomorrow now. You supposed to be
Yeah, I
kicking
mean,
up
call it a day on
majority of
here because I wanna get in my gown and my hair bonnet. Okay, so I'm not even that and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to go into any more details, but I just want to get in the gown and my hair bonnet, and I don't I want to chill out. So maybe watch a movie or something. But I had a good conversation with you guys. I wish I could have been up here early. I know Vince was busy doing something, and you were working too, Slim. But I definitely had a great time with you guys. Wish we could have had more people, but like I said, I went at a really bad time where everybody was live. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like,
I
I
was
didn't even know
working,
people
man,
live.
so I wasn't really I was just letting my YouTube do its thing. So whoever I was listening to when they stopped, it would just roll over to the next. So I was kind of working, but you know what I mean? Uh when I pulled up on you, I was leaving work, wrapping up, I was leaving. So that was
hmm,
timely enough for me to pull up.
well, guys, like I
Vince,
said,
hey Vince, I'm pulling up tomorrow in the morning, man. When you know what I'm saying? What you gonna be kicking ass early, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna be in attendance, man. Well, I say like, man, hold on, man, this shit crazy.
are
Yeah,
you actually going live, like really in the morning, like
yeah. I got it
9:30?
set for 9 o'clock. Yeah. Cause
Okay.
I gotta be gone at the house by like 1:15, 1:30. So that's why I got it set for the time.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, man,
like
I'm
I
gonna pull
said,
up, slap a few niggas around. Hopefully they pull up. God damn it, I need some smoke. It's been a while.
well, I definitely thank you guys. I think Curtis came in and gave me a super chat. I appreciate you guys for the super chat. I appreciate you for y'all participating in the chat as much as possible. It is a very light night tonight, but we still had a good Selena's couch, and hopefully we can do this again. Uh, well, thank you so much, Vince. Proud of you.
Oh, thank you,
Hope
thank
you keep moving forward in whatever your endeavors are, and that you do some different type of content,
you.
that will expose some people in the sector to different things. So, and Slim, the same to you. I appreciate you for being a hardworking man. Hey, that's a blessing, and giving your time on here to hang out with me. Because, like I said, I just felt like I was talking to myself for a minute. It got a little irritating, but I thank you guys for coming through. I really do.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
appreciate it, Selena. Appreciate you having me
mhm.
up. I'm gonna drop down. Salute to you, Slim.
And
Salute to
you
you,
are
bro.
always welcome. Both of you guys are always welcome.
I
Always.
appreciate it.
Salute to you, Vince. Salute Selena. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all hit that like.
Hit the like
Yeah,
button. Hit
please
that
do.
cash up. Hit that super chat. Yeah, I'm out.
All
Right.
right. Thank you guys. And make sure you guys always press the like button and like, share, and subscribe. Let other people know about my channel, trying to build it up even more. Um, I got an interview coming Monday. So just look out for that. And I'll probably be going live Excuse me. Oh, I'm a little sleepy. Sunday on my other channel. So just keep your eyes open. Yeah, I'm a little sleepy, y'all. Yeah, it's been like I said, it's been a long day. But love y'all to Reese's Pieces. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend if I don't go live tomorrow. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.
Selena. It's a vibe, baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and prove.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, and I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana boo boo.